Papalegba, Ieshua, Ilegua, come out, Papalegba, Ieshua, Ilegua, come out, Papalegba, Ieshua, Ilegua, come out. 'Cause this is our land. Yes, we was here first. They came here on a boat. They'll leave here in a hearse. They'll leave here through the dirt. They're going through the earth. We're channeling their ancestors to undo their hurt. 'Cause once upon a time, we all could read and write. That legalese is lies. Strong men spelled cursive ties. Strong men all caps disguise. They've gentrified our lives. We've redefined their sights. We've redefined their kind. Yes, this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. This shit here is voodoo music. When you chant, they gonna lose it. Yes, this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. Yes, this shit is voodoo music. When you chant, they gonna lose. When you chant, they gonna lose. Which ancestor you gon' choose? Play their game, but by our rules. I'm Queen Annie the Maroon. I am Queen of Dongo. I am Queen of Zinga. I am Yenaga. I'm Carlotta and Fermina. 'Cause this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. When you chant, they gonna lose. Which ancestor you gon' choose? 'Cause this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. When you chant, they gonna lose. Which ancestor you gon' choose? 'Cause I am a goddess. I am a priestess. I chant these mantras and they all repeat it. If we make a promise, this land we gon' seize it. Get vengeance for Mother Earth treason. This ain't the gentrifier. This for the gentrifiers. This for the gentrifiers. This for the gentrifiers. Repetition of empires. Invading land with gunfire. Slavery not posters for hire. Income not what you desire. Outcome working jobs for hours. Mindset waiting to retire. Never stop working for dollars. 'Cause this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. Which ancestor you gon' choose? When you chant, they gon' lose. 'Cause this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. Which ancestor we gon' choose? When we chant, they gonna lose. Ashe, I mean, my spirit guides come in with that sin. My ancestors defend. I got that juice to transcend. Hey, ashe, I mean, my spirit guides come in with that sin. My ancestors, I got that juice to transcend. 'Cause I am a Santi, I am a Sata, I am a host, I am a homie, I am a Tamba. Yes, I am a Tamba. 'Cause I am a Santi, I am a Sata, I am a hosie, I am a homie, I am a Tamba. Yes, I am a Tamba. Yes, this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. When we chant, they gonna lose. Which ancestor we gon' choose? Hey, choose. 'Cause when we chant, they gonna lose. Which ancestor we gon' choose?
With the wrong witch, and she knows it. And now you know it. Bounce on shoulder, feel the vibe.
I ain't stressing today.
Yo,
I ain't stressing today.
bounce. You negative, well I ain't got time.
I ain't stressing today.
Yo,
I ain't stressing today.
bounce. Peace and love is on my mind.
I ain't stressing today.
Hold up.
I ain't stressing today.
Bounce. I'ma tell you one more time.
I ain't stressing today.
Yeah.
I ain't stressing today.
Bounce. Watch my whip today, I buffed it up good with the Shannon. Feeling good, think I might just pull up on my granny. We watch that Wheel of Fortune while we eat that church chicken. She tell me that she been thinking one day I'm gonna win a Grammy. I say now shout out to my barber, that boy on a mission. Got my line so crispy when I talk they pay attention. And my lady is so bad, swear she was born in her bag. Had to give her extra cash to go tip her beautician. Like how you look that good? I'm about to show you off, let's cruise up through my neighborhood. You said my partner tried to holler, boy I wish he would. You know what, I ain't even much tripping. I'm confident in me, so can't nobody catch me slipping. And don't call me.
Peace, y'all. Welcome to the Wednesday Hump Day reading. Hump. The Hump Day reading. I'm very glad, very gracious, there we go. The camera in the little window look way different than the camera in the big window. But I'm glad to be here with y'all today. Thank y'all. Welcome to the Hump Day reading. Y'all already know. Just put your name in the comments if you would like a card pulled for you. In the meantime, we just gonna talk to the collective. Happy Hump Day, y'all. Today is Wednesday. Y'all know Wednesday is ruled by Mercury. I was trying to get myself in order, back into my organization and stuff, how I was before. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Today was like the first like official day of school in the homeschooling realm. And so like just learning how to adjusting myself to implementing the homeschooling schedule into my business schedule. And this is what it is. And very interesting. It's so funny how every time I say I homeschool, first thing how are they socializing? Are they no, I leave them in the basement. I lock them in the basement. They don't socialize. They're wild. I got feral kids. No socializing here. It doesn't like, please show me a public school that has social skills like that specializes or masters in socialism. I bet you can't put me in one. They don't even like socialists. You're not even taught to like socialism in fucking school. So like, please, I think that's such a programmed response. My kids have cousins, they have neighbors, they have people they've been socializing with all summer. Where was that question when I said it's summer break? How are your kids socializing? No, they're still in the basement for the summer. We keep them away from everyone. There's no shade, but it's just a laugh. I just be laughing at y'all because y'all be laughing at me. We laughing at each other. Fuck it. But yeah, welcome to Wednesday. You know, Mercury rules this day too, so it's cool that we're talking about school and all that stuff on a Wednesday because y'all know that's in alignment with like Virgo and Gemini energy, which is all about intellect, right? You got Gemini on the inside being all unfocused. I want to focus on this. I want to learn this. I want to learn that. Ooh, and something else to learn, just like everywhere. And then what you get out of on the external side of things, you get Virgo energy, being of service, actually managing all that focused, unfocused energy that's going on in the inside of wanting to learn a little bit of everything and being a little bit of everywhere and stuff like that. So that's cool. Peace, y'all. If you would like a card pull for you, go ahead and put your name in the comments, and I'll pull a card for you. In the meantime, we're just talking about the collective stars. If you got something to input on the collective stars, go ahead and put that in the comment. We could chat about that too. But if you would like a personalized reading, go ahead and put your name in the comments. I got you. Today in the stars, if you guys didn't catch the astrological update, because I know I did that kind of late today. Again, adjusting to homeschooling being in my regular schedule. Chill with me for a second. But Fomalhaut was opposite the sun today. So Fomalhaut basically got like the spotlight of the sun. And that's a star that's in the Pisces constellation. All right. And we know the Pisces constellation is all about like your subconscious and hidden agendas and hidden secrets and the Akashic records and just everything that's like beneath the horizon on the underworld, underground, like sixth sense type energy, right? And so for the sun to have a spotlight on it, you know, the sun is all about like simulation creation and things like that. You know, really, you know, the sun is about the ego, your external self, you know, and how you interact with masculine energy. Masculine energy is just physical things. Anything physical outside of self is masculine. External self, extroverted energy. So with the sun putting its energy on there, it's just kind of like a lot of the things that's been hidden, a lot of things that's like, you know, in your subconscious or whatever is getting that spotlight today, between today and tomorrow and yesterday. You know, it's always a 3-day thing, but you know, you'll find yourself in a lot of different like energy exchanges or experiences or whatever in your masculine energy that's like reminding you of some shit like, wait a minute. Like, it's like a lot of eureka and aha moments that FOMO Hump brings, which is pretty cool. It really, like, you know, a lot of the things y'all been like regurgitating, like, I already know, you know, getting rid of, you know, parent trauma, generational trauma, and you already know the specifics, like, you know, maybe you had like a lot of like sexual deviancy in your lifetime, like I have, or, you know, abuse in your lifetimes like I have. And oh, we're breaking that. You know, I'm so glad to say that I have a son that's 17 and he's not a dad. and I don't think he's ever been physically or sexually abused. So we're breaking the traumas over here, cuz. And so we're gonna keep going forward on that, John. But yeah, just like, you know the things that you're used to like regurgitating, but like FOMO high is like the stuff that like you forgot to even think about. Like you wasn't even thinking about these things. They just really been buried in like the crevice of the crevice. And so the sun is like, here you go, an experience. Just to remind you, remember that one time you was in 5th grade? So you're going to see a lot of those things, you know, those aha moments, having a lot of those kind of conversations with yourself. And I definitely been doing it. It's been cool. You know, Jupiter went in retrograde on September 4th. That was what, like Sunday, Monday? So, you know, ever since then, you're going to see a lot of Pisces energy, a lot of Neptunian energy, and a lot of Sagittarian energy, like come to the forefront. A lot of energy from like the oracles and the sages, which is pretty dope. I find that very, very dope. I love to play with Jupiter. Once upon a time, I just felt like I didn't have space for Jupiter because it was like, I work a lot. I'm a workaholic. I got a lot of placements in Virgo, so I'm built for this. I like to work, produce. If I don't, I feel bad about myself. My self-esteem go real low, okay? And so, like, in those realms, I didn't feel like it was much room for Jupiter. It wasn't much room for, like, how I'm going to make time to, like, pleasure seek and joy and shit. I got shit to do. But it's kind of like allowing them to complement each other. Like, if you don't find joy in your work, what are you doing? Like, I love my work. I find joy in my work. I find Jupiter in what I do and what I produce and stuff. And that makes it easier to keep it going. And also makes it easier to know when to rest too, because it's all in alignment with joy and my passion and my pleasure seeking and stuff like that. So like, I love that. So shouts to Jupiter going in retrograde, all up in our sacral chakra, bringing us back. Jupiter is in Taurus energy right now, so it's bringing us back in the bouts of our heart chakra. Some of y'all have been going through the heart chakra with Jupiter in your heart chakra, and y'all ain't been listening to what Spirit been telling y'all and showing y'all. And I just got an aha moment in my life. Listen, I don't be having time for that though. My Jupiter and Leo, I'll be impatient with this shit. I don't be having time for other people to catch up to my joy. You understand me? I feel joy when I feel joy. If you got to go through struggle love before you get to the joyous side of loving you, then you got to go over there. I shouldn't have 365 of struggle love to finally get to the roses of you. Like, bro, that's wild. I've moved on. But you know, you got different things. That's my personal conversation with Spirit. If it resonates, going to take it. But nah, bro, my joy is impatient. I don't got time for that shit. But yeah, Jupiter is going back, repeating those degrees in your heart chakra. So you know, heart chakra energy, this is Taurus energy to be specific, which y'all deals with the house of possessions. That's a place of possessions, what you possess and how your self-value and your self-esteem and your self-worth is in alignment with your possessions. And honestly, that's how a lot of people are. The more women I have, the better I am. The more children I have, the more love I have. Y'all love objectifying humans is weird. Anyway, people like cars as a possession. Some people like sneakers. Some people like clothing. Some people like accolades. Like me personally, my Venus is in Virgo. So like, you know, being of service, the things that I do for people and stuff like that, those are possessions for me. Those are like accolades, awards for me. So like, you know, that's when my Venus Virgo. Now my Venus is in Leo on the what you call it. So I'm very much in alignment. Y'all know Venus just went prograde September 3rd. So as our heart chakra decided to go stationary prograde, our sacral chakra was like, I got something for you. I got you. So we have Jupiter and Uranus both in Taurus in retrograde. Both of these planets are in Taurus in retrograde. And Jupiter on the Vedic scales is in Aries. So you got the actual like gravitational pull on Jupiter being in that space of new beginnings, solar plexus chakra energy. So the downloads y'all getting from the oracle and sages, that's supposed to be empowering you and motivating you and getting you to do things. I've been like greeted with a lot of different messages and means for the procrastinator out there, because we are in Virgo season, and Virgo energy is the energy of the procrastinator. And I remember the first time I got a Virgo friend that's been my friend since I was like 12 years old. And so she hit me with the Virgos be procrastinating. It triggered me. It triggered me because I'm such a producer, such a maker. But if I keep it 100, it is a lot of things that I do be procrastinating on, to like the down to the, that's the kind of adrenaline I be addicted to. But you know, these past couple years, I've been really working on not procrastinating anymore, or the things that I can procrastinate on to give myself a little joy, you know, little danger side or whatever. I'll procrastinate on those things. Peace. Welcome to the room. If you would like a personal card pull for you, go ahead and put your name in the chat. I'll pull a card for you. If not, then I'm just going to keep talking about the stars of the collective and pulling collective cards as we get there. But yeah, so with that Taurus energy, Jupiter is giving you new beginnings in your space, in the happenings or whatever. You know, Aries also rules over the energy of like the strategic intellect. It's not just about like war, fight, but being strategic with it, like the intellectual militant. I think when I think about Aries, I think about the Marines. I think they smart as shit. I think they're manipulative as shit because they've been so heavily manipulated. That's the most manipulated branch. Hey, things might have changed. I did want to be in the military once upon a time, so I did my homework, and that's why I know the things I know. And then I got friends that actually made it in the military. I didn't make it. Let me tell you why. I did the ASVAB, I did the physical, I did everything. Passed flying colors. ASVAB, kiss my ass. That shit was easy as hell. This girl got a 1600 on the motherfucking, what do you call it? Dang, now the word gonna escape me over here bragging about my accolades. But the ASVAB was easy. That was like a freshman high school test to me. You know what happened? I pulled up the 4 dicks, so me and my mom got matching tattoos behind our ears. This is the only matching tattoo I have with my mother. You understand me? So he's like, oh yeah, I ain't even gonna make you get out the car or whatever. That tattoo gotta get removed. I'm like, bro, y'all already took pictures of my naked body. Y'all been knew this tattoo was here. But you know what? That wasn't nothing but God, because you got me fucked up. If you think I'm about to remove a tattoo, I got matching my mother. So I never went into the military. And I guess that was a divine alignment. Shouts to my mother. I went to college instead. But yeah, different things, new beginnings. That was a Jupiter new beginnings right there. That was an Aries moment. You know, Uranus has been in Taurus since March 2019. And we know what happened in March 2019. By the end of March, we was in isolation from one another. We couldn't be within 10 feet of one another. And that's what happened by the end. So that's showing you how strong Uranus is. Uranus is a very, very strong planet. So the last few degrees that we just went through with Uranus, y'all done went through the things with the Cash App owners, CEOs, the cryptocurrency CEOs, all the things that's happening with them. Peace. If you would like a card pull for you, go ahead and put your name in the Joan. But Tarot Destroyer, I'm not sure if you're saying you want a card pull for you, because you got a lot happening. You got a very long signature, so I'm just making sure. But yeah, so you got the quarantine thing happening, but then you also got, you know, Taurus energy rules over the Pentacles as well. So you had like that big progressive change happening in the Pentacles. We had the things happening with the CEOs of the cryptocurrency these past few degrees. The thing that happened with Titanic that opened up the conversation with the Federal Reserve. Ooh, I hope y'all go through that again, because y'all skipped so many things. I mean, how are you talk about the Titanic and the Federal Reserve and not see what happened? Like, we're literally repeating history again. They killed all the people on the boat, and now they killed all the people that run cryptocurrency, and then had FedNow come out literally like like the next week on July 4th. I know a lot of people didn't succumb to it, but just to remind y'all, we are going back through those degrees. If y'all into astrology, y'all know the powers that be have been into astrology since the beginning of the time. It was Hitler who had a personal psychologist. He needed a psychologist, but Hitler had a personal astrologer telling him when to do things. The United States got personal astrologers that told them when to, respond back, during World War II. We talk about World War III and World War IV. Yeah, it was astrologers in the background of different things. That's why you see a lot of astrologers when things don't go their way, they can't wait to put somebody up on the stake. They can't wait to set somebody on fire on the stake. That's the only time they was putting a witch on fire is when she was wrong, which happens every now and then. And then you also got to understand that some of the, like, I can give you possibilities of things that are happening, but if there's another astrology working on the other side telling them the different possibilities that can happen, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. We got the same energy. We going against each other. Even in chess, you could be at a stalemate. But, yeah, I have to say, an astrologer because you're listening to me. The powers that be got an astrologer too. So they already were prepared for Uranus going back through Taurus. So now they got something else up their sleeve. The last time, and then in Uranus in Taurus in degrees, BRICS started. These people is scrambling to keep control of y'all because the dollar is the strongest spell that they got. When Uranus exits out of Taurus and goes into Gemini, it's kind of like, whatever y'all do in this space and time is very important because when's the next time Uranus going to go back in Taurus to give y'all that shit again? You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to do the work. Do the work for the future generations because Uranus enters Gemini. So whatever y'all do right now in the realms of Pentacles, the capitalism is in alignment with business. I know y'all don't really like to associate the two, but they are associated with each other. So be mindful. A lot of you guys are just emulating capitalism in the spiritual realm, and y'all keeping the same shit alive with instead of us working together and completing each other and stuff like that, we still competing with one another and, destroying each other's, property. A lot of y'all more so intellectual property, y'all being weird about in this realm, which makes sense because it's a spiritual realm, it's feminine energy. So y'all still in each other's intellectual and spiritual properties. Like y'all doing the same thing that capitalism does in the physical world. So you got to check yourself. And that's if you want to check yourself. Remember, we're not here to save the world. For every energy, there's an equal opposite energy. There's always going to be a yang to the yin. It is what it is. Some of y'all are not here to be, the energy that helps us evolve. Some of y'all are here to be energy that keeps those that want to stay at the bottom of the barrel at the bottom of the barrel. Yeah, that's just what y'all do. That's what y'all here to do. And that's why everything I say to y'all kind of triggers y'all into doing like scammy, spammy stuff in my space. And that's all that is. Some of y'all not here for the enlightenment. Some of y'all not here for the evolution. That makes y'all upset. That makes y'all triggered. That makes y'all do little silly things in the comment section. That makes y'all do little silly things, business-wise, and that's cool. For every energy is the equal opposite energy. And you got to have that in your space too. If you starting a business, if you tapping into your arts or you really walking in your divine purpose, you got to understand that for the energy that you're putting out, there's the equal opposite energy going on out here. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be energy working against you. And it's not so much as working against you because it's not a competition. It's more so like you're the yang or you're the yin. And there has to be an equal opposite energy going on. Like that's just how it works. That's physics. So you got to get over that and understand that when a lot of that adversity comes to you head on, it's more so because that's just what you need to experience right now. You need to lift up those weights right now. Experience that. You overcome it. Like in the beginning, I had people in my personal life telling me not to do what I'm doing. And I had to lift those weights and get through them. Why? Because years later, I started dealing with really crazy people. Like people who like made it their life purpose to try to like shit on me or try to show and prove to the world that my energy wasn't what it was. Like she's not that good. She's not that nice. She's not that. Let me show you. I'm going to put her through all these tests. Like it's really human beings, people out here. I'm not going to call y'all nothing else. Human. I know human means beast. And I meant exactly what the fuck I said. Human beings out here who really like created like social media pages and stuff like that and in pursuit of doing this type of stuff. And it's just like, damn, if I never overcome the shit in my family and with my personal friends, I would have never been able to keep pushing through this shit because I had no idea motherfuckers was out here doing this. This is wild. But, you know, I lifted up those weights when I had to lift up those weights, and I didn't understand it back then. I was just crying and, oh, I lift it. It hurts, but it's okay. And it's going to keep going. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. You know, the bigger your muscles get, the heavier the weights are going to get, you know? And I love the fact that Uranus and Jupiter are together because it's kind of a reminder of that. Uranus gives you the weights that makes the change, but Jupiter is here to remind you, listen, if you wasn't evolving, if you wasn't so great, I wouldn't have gave you the 200 pounders. But look at you. You're out here being fucking great and you keep lifting up the 200 pounds like it's nothing. Now we need to give you 250. Like, you know, that's the Jupiter and Uranus tag team all up in Taurus. So it's coming for the Pentacles. It's coming for the place of business. What about the Pentacles and what about the place of business? Not just you and the personal, because it's not just about you. If it was just about you, we'd be talking about your natal chart. We're talking about the collective here. So what is it about business that needs to be changed? What is it about the money system that needs to be changed? We all need to collectively start putting that energy out there. Being honest with ourselves about what they need to change. Get out of this I, me shit. Oh, as long as I get to climb, you know, the ladder and do the things or whatever, that means that it works and it's okay and it's, you know, whatever. Is that really the narrative that you want to keep going? What about, you know, people in your lineage that don't, you know, that can't do that? Do you think that there's some should be something in place for them too? Or should they keep going without like they have been? I think that's one thing about my business. You know, again, this is in alignment with Jupiter and Uranus and Taurus. One thing about my business is I don't like charging people. And I'm learning that, how to charge y'all. Because I just feel like, I always felt that, especially younger, you know, wanting, you know, psychological help, mental health help, where it's so much more, you know, accessible now because they done indoctrinated y'all with social media and stuff like that. All of y'all think y'all depressed and got ADD and ADHD and stuff like that. So now, of course, the insurance companies are offering you guys solutions so they can keep making money off of what they're indoctrinating you with. But once upon a time, before we even got there, I didn't have all this access to shit, right? So it was just like, if you didn't have money, you didn't have certain mental help. If you didn't have money, you didn't have certain educational help. I always been smart. I always loved school. But if my parents couldn't afford the different, you know, curriculum, the extracurricular activities, then I couldn't go. I couldn't do what they was doing, even though I was the smartest motherfucker in the room, and I probably would have went in there and turned out. You know what I mean? I couldn't have that because of my money. So I be thinking about that with my products and services, because I see a lot of y'all out there. Y'all already be on that time. Y'all jewelry be hundreds of dollars. I'm like, oh, they can do payments. Okay, cool. But what about the person that really didn't have it? Because once upon a time, I was the person that really didn't have it, but I wanted it and I needed it. And it wasn't because I was putting my money towards sneakers and Birkin bags or whatever. It's because I was paying rent, because I was trying to figure out how to transform my life into homeschooling my children and doing the different things I did. So I just didn't have it. But y'all kept telling me that I didn't deserve it because I didn't have the money. Instead of asking me, well, what is your money going towards? Maybe we could help you out. Y'all didn't do that. And that's, so even when I was coming into this realm, I knew it wasn't a community because y'all didn't care. Y'all don't care about the people on a one-on-one base. And that's more shit that's more Jupiter and Uranus in the heart chakra things. Because even in the spiritual community, it still felt like I was walking into the US of A. Oh, how much money you got? Oh, you can't do none of this over here. You gotta sit over there, sis. You gotta get all the free shit on YouTube. We're not really, you know, they hold your hand up there, you got it. And then we're gonna insult you the whole time. So every time you say you got some information off of one of the free things that's being offered to you, we gonna insult you. That's not real American. That's not, I won't say American because we already know what America is, but that's not real United States of America to me. If you don't have money to afford this over here, you get the free shit over there, and we gonna make fun of y'all for getting the free shit. It's a lot of indoctrination that still ain't died yet. It's a lot of indoctrination that still ain't died yet. But it's okay, because we got Jupiter and Uranus up in the retrograde doing the things, okay? and they gonna do the things. They going back through it, and I love it here. We got a lot of retrogrades actually, and y'all can get into the planetary forecast and all the other forecasts and things to really tap into that. But we also have some meteor showers coming towards the end of the month. I also want y'all to prepare for the eclipse that we got coming. So we got a solar eclipse that's happening on October 14th. Yes. The annular solar eclipse is happening October 14th. And then we got a partial lunar eclipse because now they're finally being honest about the fact that nothing's a perfect circle. So we never had a total eclipse because nothing was ever a perfect circle for there to ever be totality. And that's why you're going to start seeing the words like annular and partial more often, because nothing is a perfect circle. Nothing was ever fully covering anything to begin with. You're going to see a lot more statements coming out being more honest. Like, how we talk about having a heliocentric model in space and everybody evolving around suns, but we still have the same geocentric mindset to where you think that all the other planets going retrograde and prograde except for Earth. And you wonder why certain day, like, why was the day so long? Why was the night so long? You think Earth didn't go in retrograde? You think Earth doesn't go retrograde? you think? You think we don't have those seasons? You think we don't have a stationary season? That's what the equinoxes and the solstices are for. You know what I'm saying? And they're a little off now because the tropical and the Vedic schedules or whatever, they're off. They're off by like 23, almost 24 degrees now. That's almost a whole fucking 30-degree angle. It's off. That's a lot. So at some point in time, like us intellectuals are going to have to take a stand and say, hey, it's time to reset. 23-degree difference is a lot. That's a big difference between the thought process and the heart process. And nobody's putting it back together. Nobody's saying, hey, why don't we just, since we made all this shit up, why don't we just dial it back so they can make sense again? Or no? Okay, cool. We're not going to do it. We're not going to make it make sense. We're just going to keep it where it is because that's where everybody's comfort zone is in. It's not in making shit make sense. It's about comfort and emotions and feelings. And I pray to God that Jupiter and Uranus eradicates that shit as well. Because I'm tired of y'all feelings being more important than motherfucking logic, bro. Y'all is being emotionally led is not cool because your emotions are so easily indoctrinated. I can show you an image right here, right now, 10 times in a row and convince you that you fucking lonely. I can convince you that you're happy. I can convince you that you're hungry. The power of conditioning is real, and regardless of how smart or intellectual you think you are, it still can happen to you. And you can be aware of it while it's happening. We seen that. What was that movie, Get Out? He was watching. He knew what was going on, but it didn't stop the hypnosis and stuff from going on. He was just down in Olukun watching the shit happen. Like, damn, I'm deep in my subconscious, but my vessel is being controlled. Yeah, your vessel can easily be controlled, baby, regardless of where the fuck your spirit is. So stop playing. Stop playing. But yeah, back to Jupiter and Uranus all in retrograde in our heart chakra. I hope that shit turn up for y'all because there's a lot of stuff y'all think y'all been transforming and about to money and love, and y'all just, it's cute. Y'all ain't nowhere where y'all need to be. Y'all still keeping that United Uncle Sam shit alive. Y'all just brought it into the spiritual community with new words attached to it. And then I also love the fact that Saturn, Karma, and Neptune are all in retrograde and the Pisces. And Pisces is about hidden agendas and secrets and all that shit like that. So I seen what happened with Brother Polite. It's a couple other brothers. You got to pay attention to these lot of so-called leaders, community leaders. All right, I want you to pay attention to the time and space they're telling you to travel back to. See, Sunshine never told y'all to travel back to any type of time and space because I ain't even get there. I don't even know where the fuck we supposed to be at. But wherever we supposed to be at, everybody's supposed to be good. And I don't see that nowhere yet. Nowhere can I time travel right now and see women and children being treated with a certain level of respect. I just see patriarchy all over this shit ever since the Akkadians, Sumerian realms. Straight. You can rape my children, leave these handsome angels alone, type shit. The motherfucking pretending that, oh, let me pretend it's not my wife so that y'all can take her and do what y'all want with her, and then I'll come get her later. Yeah, that's real. That's real fucking uplifting to the women and children. That sound real. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, fuck that, bro. Stop playing with me. So you gotta pay attention to the time capsules they be trying to get y'all to travel back to. A lot of these people be trying to get y'all to travel back to periods of time where they was touching on little kids and it was okay. Where they was touching on animals, bestiality, and it was okay. Where they was, pay attention to the symbols they keep around them. Listen, I've been off of Brother Polite when he did that interview with his wife and his two wives. I don't know what the fuck. Well, his two wives, he kept using the word female. And it was just the way he was talking about them. Like they was objects. And I'm like, and they over here like, yeah, we're so happy. He's such a good dude. He treats us so well. Does he? Cause it sounds like he treats y'all like you're supposed to treat a dog. You only good when you obey, sis. What happens when you disobedient? You get hit with a newspaper. I felt it. I felt the vibes in that motherfucking interview. And I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to sit here and be the karma. It's not my responsibility to be Saturn or be the karma. Y'all just know when y'all on my platform, I don't talk about a lot of these people because I don't fuck with them. I don't watch their shit. I'm not following their shit. So you're not going to hear me talk about them here. So a lot of these people are going under, Pluto in retrograde in Capricorn too. So all these authoritative, so you left the US of A because you was like, oh, they're pressing me, they're telling me what to do, and I want to make my own rules. And then you came on Instagram and you let these random fucking people create rules for you, and you're like, oh no, I follow, I listen to, I follow, they create the rule, I like the rules. So you still haven't gotten your independence. You still letting other people rule your root chakra. You still letting other people tell you what to do. And it's not just by watching. You read some books. You letting other people who write books tell you what to do, giving you who your leader is, your, hierarchy of self. Like, come on now. Stop playing with me. Anytime you do that, you're going to fuck yourself over. It's just a given. It's just a given, bro. You let other people rule that root chakra if you want to. You're going to be upset every fucking time. Because something going to come out, a truth, a skeleton, whatever the fuck. Saturn did not come to play over there in Pisces. He's telling everybody business. Karma is an asteroid also over there in Pisces, telling all of y'all motherfucking business. So y'all think that, the little things that y'all doing in the shadow, oh, look, a ladybug. I know that's right, sis. Get it? I've been attracting hella bugs. But yes, ladybug over here, let me know, sis, you be on it. I know I'll be on it. That's why I'll be talking about these folks. Listen, I've been on it. I've been told y'all to stop following behind these folks. I've been seeing the devil in their eyes. It's a couple other people I'm waiting. And I had some conversations with people that are in my personal circle. I'm like, listen, I saw a photo over here. This girl over here. I know she cool. She a goddess. She a queen or whatever. But it was something in her face. And this is why I don't follow her. And I don't follow this one over here because of this. And I'm just watching it slowly come out. I'm getting my mate like, Sunshine, you remember when you... Yes, I did. And this is why I don't follow all the people y'all sit on Instagram and follow. It's the reason why the algorithms allow them to have thousands and thousands of followers and why I'm only allowed to have a couple hundred. It's a reason for that, baby. I ain't mad at all. I'll take my little couple hundred because y'all loyal as shit. Y'all always let me know. Y'all loyal as shit. I would take y'all over all them fucking phony motherfuckers any fucking day. A lot of them is fake pages anyway. Shit, all I need is 12. Jesus only had 12. And look at his life, because all 12 of them wasn't even worth a damn. Ain't nobody helped that man out when he was getting jumped by the cops. Yeah, one dude helped him carry the cross to go die on. Like, what the fuck? Don't help me carry this shit. Beat their ass. What the fuck? But yeah, they shit coming out. Pluto over there in Capricorn. So you go ahead and let these people keep telling you what to do in your root chakra because you read their books and you watch their YouTube page and they got thousands of followers. And some of the stuff that they say and it resonates with you, cool. Like, I love Bobby Hemmett. A lot of the stuff that he says resonates with me. But that motherfucker is not in control of my root chakra. And I'm pretty sure that if I met Bobby Hemmett today and I was like, bro, follow everything you do, he would look at me and be like, bitch, why? So you didn't pay attention to nothing I fucking said. And I would be sitting there dumbfounded. Like, didn't you want followers? No, they never asked you to be a motherfucking follower. They told you to stand on your shit and watch your simulation be what it needs to be. You know, I don't agree with everything Bobby Hemmett fucking says, but I love that man. I fucking love Dick Gregory. I fucking love Dr. Sebi. You Dr. Sebi followers fucking kill me, bro. Y'all have no discernment. Y'all have no mind of y'all own. I swear to God, y'all don't. Let me post something that Dr. CB did. Y'all act like this man tested everything. He had the stuff that he had, so you're supposed to take the baton and keep it moving. Expound on his knowledge and his research and stuff like that, because he only went as far as his mindset and his heart set would allow him. That's how I love when he left I Lopez. They ended that woman, but that woman was definitely there to expound on what he did, and she would have expounded it on very well. But guess what? You followers, y'all don't expound on shit. Y'all not expanded. And I hope Jupiter come for y'all asses, because Jupiter is the energy of expansion. Let Jupiter come for your ass, because all of that, oh, I follow. That shit ain't an accolade. You should be embarrassed. Nobody give a fuck about your following head ass. You supposed to be expanding, motherfucker. you not impressing nobody, bro. Little following head ass. I follow Dr. Sebi, and Dr. Sebi said we couldn't eat this. Okay, follower. Have fun with following Dr. Sebi. Guess what? I expanded on Dr. Sebi, and I looked at my actual body functions, and if I eat this, what does it do to my poop and my digestive tract? I actually did the motherfucking experiment, okay? I did the food pairing experiments with me and my children and my dogs and my animals. I did the shit, and I pay attention. And now I know what works for me and what doesn't work for me. I followed Dr. CB when I was detoxing my son, because my oldest son got vaccine injured when he was 2. He's 17 now. So all that following shit been dead. We done expanded. You know what I'm saying? We ain't no fucking followers over here. Why are y'all following people? We not here to follow. If we was here to follow, it wouldn't be generations. You know what I'm saying? Like, why did your mother have you if you wasn't here to expand? You was just here to follow what the fuck she did. Make it make sense. Okay. Thank you. Just say you want your lineage just to stop where it's at. The marathon continues, guys. Stop playing with me. So that's also more Jupiter and Uranus over there. And I'm so glad that, all those placements in Pisces is doing what it's doing, because these people deserve their karma. They've been up here, shimmy and shaking in y'all faces. And I feel really bad for you followers that really take pride in following people, because y'all really don't know no better. Y'all really, just letting anybody tell y'all anything and being cool with it because of how many followers they got. You don't know shit about this person. In the first chapter of Metu Netter, you got to read and say, not only do you need to do research on the person you getting information from, but what do they benefit from giving you the information? What do I benefit? Y'all want to know what Sunshine benefits from? This shit fucking strokes my ego. When I was a kid, I always played school. That was my favorite imaginary play. I love teaching. My Vesta is in Gemini. My Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Venus are in Virgo. Listen, that's what the fuck this does for me. I love being here. I'm in tune with my inner child. I love teaching. I love learning. I love speaking. So that's what I get out of this. I really get my core passion out of this. I'm passionate about this. And just the fact that it makes me pinnacles every now and then is really fucking dope. I don't have to do what everybody else is doing to make money. I love that. But that's what I get out of this. Now, ask yourself what the rest of the motherfuckers is getting out of this. Start asking the real fucking questions. Like, what do you get out of this? Well, and a lot of them say money, power. A lot of them are living their dreams, their childhood dreams. What was the aspects around their childhood dreams? Mine is control. I won't lie. I like to be in control. And I always noticed that when anybody took over an empire and created a new empire, the first thing they did was create new religion and a new education system. And those are the two things I personally focus on. I'm literally letting y'all know what the fuck I do. This is what I do. This is what I'm here to do. This is what I'm passionate about. I'm here to build a new empire, a new motherfucking nation, a new tribe, all that shit. Cards on the table for you. That's what I got for you. Now that's see if other people that y'all listening to and stuff gonna put the cards out on the table for you in that same realm, in that same way. They not. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna get defensive. Why you need to know that? Why you want to know that? Don't worry about it. Did you read my mission statement? Why don't you just go on Google? Why don't you da-da-da? Why are you questioning? Da-da-da. Same energy you get in the Bible with the Lord, with their Lord that they following, with their God that they following. You're not supposed to question them. You're supposed to just get in the car and just let them drive. That's not what I teach here. That's not what I don't want followers. I want expanders. That's why I be telling y'all to chat with me in the comments and y'all don't. Y'all just want to follow, and I don't want followers. I want expanders. It's all right, though. It's all right. It is what it is. It just goes to show where you are. It just showed me where you are. And I respect all walks of where you are. And that's cool. Peace, y'all. I ain't tripping off none of it. None of it at all. I appreciate these retrogrades. These retrogrades are coming here for us. They're here to show us the different angles and sections and degrees that we didn't fully pay attention to, that, you know, we let it slide by in our space. So for the rest of this week, my message, let me give y'all message for the rest of this week. My message to y'all is to pay attention. We got a lot of repeated patterns going on. Pay attention to the repeated patterns. How did it feel the first time you was in this pattern? That person, place, thing, and experience might not look exactly the same because we're in a different realm now. You're an adult now. You're not that age anymore. Whatever. However, it's the same energy exchange. It's the same pattern. It's the same habit that's happening. Are you going to keep indulging in this habit and this pattern the same? Now, that's what Mercury in retrograde wants you to figure out. Are you comfortable with your current moral, ethical code? What do you want to do different? Jupiter and Uranus are in retrograde in your heart chakra. You're going to find yourself going back through patterns in your love life with different partners, patterns in your place of business. You're going to find yourself near the same crossroads again. Oh, I got this bread in my hand. Do I reinvest back into the business or do I do here? You want to know what my pattern is? Every time I'm about to do something for business, a bunch of like literally like 2-3 things at a time that are personal. It could be the dog barking, my son need help, there's somebody knocking on the door, somebody call my phone, a time for this over here. It'd be a plethora of personal life things that pop up every time I'm about to press go live or answer this, one-on-one session or get started with this reading, or never fucking fails. That's the pattern. So every time I come across that, initially I used to just get frustrated. Like, what the fuck? Like, why is this happening? But now it's just like, where's my energy about to go to? I said I wanted to do this, so I'm doing this. I'll get to those things in a moment. And I communicate those things. Hey, I just started this. What you need can wait. What you need can wait. And there's certain periods of time where those personal things do have to come first. That's another pattern, having that balance. Order of operations. Yes, you're right. Breathe through it. Instead of getting frustrated or whatever. I just remind myself it's a test because that's what the fuck it is. That's a big, heavy habit and pattern that comes into my space every fucking time, a few times a day, every fucking time. So, pay attention to the patterns in your space and those realms and things like that, and found a business and your heart chakra. What are you doing about the love? How do you react to certain people, place, things, and situations? Stuff like that. You got the retrograde happening in the Pisces energy. Repeating patterns. Some of y'all don't allow yourself to feel joy. Some of y'all don't allow yourself to express y'all joy and shit like that because y'all too busy trying to be Joe cool and nonchalant and whatever the fuck. But if that shit bring you joy, you need to express it. Otherwise, you're just repressing it. And that's how you get fibroids and shit. Y'all are getting cancer and tumors and shit all up in this area. And you're like, I don't know why. I think it's my diet. No, motherfucker. You're not expressing the shit that you should be expressing. You keeping it all bottled up because you think it's cool to be cool. It's not fucking cool to be cool. Be uncool. Express your shit. Let that go. Release. If something brings you joy, if it doesn't, if it's in between or whatever, let that shit out. Yeah, learning to be silent when you feel a rise in me. Yes. And that is how you play the that's how you play the magician card. Somebody give you fire, you gotta chill with the air a little bit. You don't put your air on a fire that somebody giving you because you can make that fire bigger. Use that air to just instead of making the fire bigger. or you got water in your hand, use that water to bring you comfort in the realms of fire. That fire is there to motivate you. It's not really there to consume you. But if you're not playing that magician card, if you don't know how to alchemize, you're gonna be fucked up every time. Every time. But yes, those retrogrades going on in our sacral chakra is teaching you the different areas that you have gotten knowledge from. Like Jupiter is knowledge, higher knowledge. Now we're talking about the sages and oracles and downloads. So your spirit had been trying to speak to you, in realms of your heart chakra. Your spirit has been trying to speak to you, have conversations with you. Drastic changes happening, says Uranus, but you still allowing the indoctrination to be bigger than these changes and things. So we going in retrograde. We're going to repeat these degrees. You're going to see a lot of things, especially in the news, on TV, with these people that you swear up and down as a person, that don't really fucking exist, but go ahead, whatever you need to do. You're going to see a lot of repetition in their actions that are supposed to create big changes in how you do you. But a lot of y'all are followers. A lot of y'all are waiting for somebody to come to you and say, hey, do this. And okay, you keep waiting for that. Have fun with it. Not how it's going to go. You have to tell you when something's going to happen. If you don't tell you, then it's never going to fucking happen. People on TV are just people on fucking TV. But okay. Y'all been saying that they're going to hit a nuclear bomb since the 1700s, 1800s, and hundreds before that. Like, come on now. Stop playing with me. It's all shit on TV that's supposed to motivate you to do what you're doing. However, if you just following the TV and you're not expanding on the TV and you're not in charge of yourself and you still letting the TV and the people on it be in charge of you, then you're just going to keep waiting on orders. And you just going to repeat whatever the fuck you just saw on the news. So a lot of the CEO, cryptocurrency, people dying, the same feeling that gave you the first time, you're going to get that feeling all over again. You so helpless. You don't know what the fuck to do. You probably going to get scammed again, letting somebody sell you some Bitcoin boy shit. Because you think that buying these people's packages and shit. Oh, Brother Polite and the other brothers and all of them, they getting locked up because Karma and Pluto and all of them in retrograde. They was like, oh, we forgot you niggas. Hold on, let's get these niggas too. You right. Get them niggas too. Get all of them. And you just watching all that shit on the screen. So all that's just going to make you want to move. Oh, I got to move all my following energy to the next leader. So you just going to repeat the same shit over again. You just going to give another person your money. You still not being authoritative over yourself. You still following. So you're going to repeat the same shit again. You're going to have that person, their true credit score, or whatever the fuck appear on the TV, and it's going to be like, God damn it, another one. Yeah. Stop following people. Don't follow me. Expand off of me. I want to learn from you too, motherfucker. Like, don't follow me. I don't want no followers. Because when you got followers, that's what Saturn like, yo, I heard you got some followers. Saturn pull up like, show enough. Like, heard you got some followers. What's up? Nah, I ain't got no motherfucking followers. Y'all don't follow me, bro. Y'all learn as I learn. We expand together. We expand it with each other. I don't want no motherfucking followers. Don't tell nobody you follow me. They don't know how to listen to their inner self. And that's why I do the sessions and everything how I do it. I do it with the desire to help you listen to your inner self. But you know, a lot of people get triggered by that. A lot of people don't want to be in charge of themselves. It's a lot of people that do not want to be in charge of themselves. They like to complain about how they're not in charge, but they really don't want to be in charge, because when you try to put them in charge, they get so triggered and they get so small. They start barking back about how this ain't their fault and that ain't that fault. They don't want that. They don't want the accountability that comes from being responsible. When everything is someone else's fault and someone else is doing, it's a comfort zone in that. They feel comfortable in that. And yeah, they're going to complain. Oh, the white man got his foot on my neck. But as long as you got that excuse, you ain't got to do shit. You don't have to be a better man because the white man got their foot on your neck. You don't have to be a better boyfriend. You don't have to be a better husband. You don't have to be a better father. You don't have to be a better employee. You don't have to be a better student. You don't have to be a better child of God. You don't have to be a better member of society. All that because you have that complaint. And they love to have that complaint. As long as they got that complaint, they're like immune from everything else. Accountability is a big one. Responsibility is a big one. So I've noticed it. I tried to hook. And I watch even like my girlfriend Muhammad with the safe space shit. Sis be making motherfuckers be accountable. And no accountability. I would rather go in my spirals, go in my patterns. Oh, this person is mean to me. That person isn't nice to me. These people are oppressing me. This over here is telling me I can't do this. And this person's going to kick me out. And none of that is accountability for your reality and how you want it to be. All of that is like indoctrinated, learned helplessness. It's always somebody else's fault. It's always what somebody else is doing. It's always someone else. It's never fucking you. It's never your responsibility. And it's I ain't gotta. And then when you want to be accountable, it's I gotta be a grown up through all this. And what does your grown up through all this? What is it? Indoctrination. Oh, I gotta go to college. I gotta go get a job. I gotta join the military. I gotta make money and pay these bills. More indoctrination. So your response to your lack of accountability is your indoctrinated mindset. That's still more lack of accountability. I don't give a fuck however way you want to spell. That's still more lack of accountability. That's like we listen to these people every fucking. I just got off of listening to fucking Do the Knowledge radio station, and like, bro, he be on that shit. Like, bro, I literally tell y'all every Wednesday to be in charge of yourselves, and y'all still won't fucking do it. Why? Because indoctrination says that you gotta have that car, you gotta have that house, you gotta pay these bills, your kids have to have access to these things, and your life has to look like this. And if it doesn't look like that, that's not cool. Okay. So what do you got to do to have those things? I mean, like, let's have the real conversation so we can stop fucking complaining. Say that you like your masters. Say you like being a slave. Say, you know what? This part of slavery I'm actually cool with, and I'm going to do it. So you can stop fucking complaining. And you can actually start, like, moving in your truth and start attracting people that's in the same truth as you. And you can have your community how you see fit. And you can do all that stuff like that. But if you're not being honest with yourself, if you still like, oh, I want to sit in a room with the Pan-Africans, so I'm going to sit here and complain with them about the things they're complaining about, but in reality, I'm about to go home and be indoctrinated as fuck. Like, bro, he like, the fuck? You just wasted their time. And association. You associating with motherfuckers you have no business even sitting at the table with. That's not the same energy. Yeah, it creates worry in your space because you're worried about shit that don't got nothing to do with you. You trying to be a part of a bunch of different realities, and none of those realities have nothing to do with you and what you want to do at all. Like, if I was cool with my indoctrination, I wouldn't follow Do the Knowledge Radio if I was comfortable with my indoctrination. That's a waste of fucking time. That's a waste of their fucking time and breath, and that's a waste of my time and breath. to sit there and listen to that shit. And knowing damn well I'm finna, go back to whatever tomorrow morning. I'm not trying to get out of it. I'm not making my way out of it. I'm not working towards that. I don't need motivation to get out of that. You're just looking for something to complain about. You want to listen to somebody else's complaints. You just want to be a body in a room. So everybody is retrograde except for Mars. But Mars keep moving forward. Mars is in a good space moving forward. And that's our motivation right now. That's our motivation, our ambition, what gets you going and stuff like that. And it's cool that that's prograde while everything else is retrograde, because that's really what you, as you're going through these different patterns and these different like habits and the different patterns and stuff that happens in your life and stuff like that, as you find yourself whatever, Mars is supposed to keep you forward through all of it. So you're supposed to keep pushing forward, keep moving forward and stuff like that. And like just a certain level of self-realization is important here. If you're not really ready to have a certain level of self-realization and self-responsibility and self-awareness, then you are literally wasting you and everyone else's time being in these circles right now. Remove yourself. Go back to the United States of America. Go back to being a civilian, a citizen, because that's all you're willing to do. And that's okay. They need people on their ship too, in order for their ship to keep going. So, if you want to be another member on their ship or whatever, and that's what's comfortable for you, and you do a good job there, and you're raising your kids, and your kids are doing a good job, and they just started 5th grade, and they're getting principals and honors and all that shit like that, that's what the fuck you like to do, then that's okay. There's a space for you there. But don't come over here and come over here with your bullshit about how you still want to be over there. Like, it's a lot of people that still want to be over there, and they come over here just to be nosy. And it's just like, oh, over there, they all working for themselves. How that's gonna work? They over there eating their own food that they grow themselves. They're not going to Walmart. How's that gonna work? They're just over here watching. It's like, bro, go the fuck back over there. That's where you want to be at. That's what you're good at. That's cool. But you coming over here with that bullshit is not cool. And then a lot of people come over here and be like, oh, I know how to indoctrinate over here to make it seem like these different quote unquote leaders. You got one brother, I'm still waiting on his skeletons to come out, but his lady almost put him out there like that. She almost did it. It was real close. Motherfuckers be lying about how they get money. People be lying about how they get their sovereignty, how they be getting their freedoms and shit like that. They put up a certain visage on Instagram or whatever for y'all, so y'all could think that things are the way they're supposed to be. And that's because they came from the United States of America, and they're coming into these communities, and they're like, oh, art of war. I could use the strategies I was using over here on you motherfuckers. And guess what? Y'all so busy fucking following. Y'all don't have the discernment or the mindset to learn how to expand and think for yourself. They're like, oh, let me buy his package and follow everything he does. And anything that's outside of what he does is unintelligent. Listen, you literally brought that US of A slave bullshit from over there over here, and we don't want followers over here. Anybody that's asking you to come into their space and follow them, they're bringing that US of A bullshit. That's all they're doing. That's US of A bullshit. That is not America. That's not indigenous. That's not XYZ. That's literally bringing that mindset and that bullshit over here. And yeah, they can do it with the Moor turban on, because the Moors created that shit to begin with. They created the first boat. A lot of people are telling y'all to get off the boat that y'all on so they can sign you onto their boat. And that's what they're not going to tell you. Oh, you can't do all that shit by yourself. You got to declare us. You don't have to declare nobody but yourself. But you too busy being a fucking follower. You want to follow behind whoever up here saying a bunch of stuff that already resonates with you. But everything that they say do not resonate. I know I do not resonate with 100% of you. Keep it 100. It's sometimes I said some shit, y'all was like sunshine bugging. As you should. I want you to have that level of discernment. I don't want no motherfucking followers. Nobody wants followers. Followers are useless. Y'all literally just regurgitate what the fuck we just said. My children don't even follow me. I don't want my children to follow me. That's useless. They would be so useless if they just did everything I fucking do. They expand me. So whatever I do, my oldest child expands me in his own flavor. My youngest child expands me in his own flavor. That's what y'all supposed to be doing, expanding in your own flavors. But a lot of y'all like to follow. Y'all want to be followers. Y'all want to follow the United States of America and then come into this community and y'all looking for more people to follow, but they're not giving you the same security as the US of A. So you complaining. Just say you a follower. You didn't come here to expand or expound or to lead or to even be your own authority. You ain't even come here to learn how to lead your house. You didn't come here to learn how to lead yourself. You putting everybody on your altar except for you. You ain't got no pictures of you on your motherfucking altar. You got all these Orishas and ancestors and historic people you never fucking met. And you don't got near one picture of yourself on your altar? Ew. Ew. Don't do that around me. I don't like shit like that. I don't be cool with shit like that, bro. Don't come around me calling me saying you, oh, I follow you, I follow everything you. Don't do that. Expound on me. Say, oh, I seen some shit and I just wanted to expound on that with you about this, that, and third, or I did this and you planted the seed and it made me do this kind of research over here or some shit like that. Like that'll get respect from me. Now I know I follow you. And I just want to do what you do and shit. Like don't do that. That's not a flower that I want to smell. That smell like shit. That smell like straight up shit. And a lot of people that really is with the shits and really like in this realm because that's their sole purpose, they feel the same way I feel. I don't want you fucking following me. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm really doing what's in my capacity right now. I want to see y'all do more. I want to see y'all be smarter than me. I want to see y'all expand because right now I'm still kind of sitting in my own like paradigm. I got my own bars I done put around me. Why the fuck would I want you to follow me? I want to see y'all do some shit with the fuck I'm telling y'all. But if you just following me, you just gonna do what I do. Where the fuck are we going? That's useless. That's useless as fuck, bro. You're useless. And you could take that. The only people that like followers is the people that got these ships already. These empires that's already established. You got the Roman Empire. It's the same shit. It's still Ham, fucking Japhet and Seth. Them the ships. You got United States, you got the Arabians, and you got the black people. Same motherfucking ships. Same ships. I don't want none of them ships. I'm not getting on them fucking ships. You still gotta be a dead person to be on a Moorish Empire ship. You know that, right? You still gotta be a corporation to be on their ship. That's why they don't be telling you everything that you're supposed to know how to do. They only tell you but so much to go from one ship to the other. Chew on that. I need y'all to have more discernment than what y'all got. Stop fucking following, bro. That shit corny. I'm not here to give y'all commands. That shit corny. I tell y'all what I know, and I hope that y'all have so much leadership and authoritarian energy over yourselves that y'all do something with it. I want y'all fucking following me. That means that like whatever I say, just follow in your ears, and that's it. That's as far as it goes. I did the research. You know how long it takes me to do the research on the planetary? First of all, whenever I do these things, we're talking about a good 15, 16 years worth of research. On top of the fact, we're talking about a good 30-something years of experience because I've always been on this type time. Ever since I was little, I've been on this type time. This ain't nothing new to me. So I had all the experience. I did all the research. I put it all together. I'm putting the actions towards it. I'm changing my lifestyle. So I have more experiences and research to give y'all. So what are you doing? What are you doing with what I'm giving you? What are you doing? You just listening? So in these realms, that's the message I got for y'all. Stop just listening. Stop just following. It's time to start doing stuff. Everything is in retrograde except for Mars. Oh, and now our heart is in retrograde. Venus went prograde. But let's not talk about the fact that Venus is now going back through the same degrees that it already went through when it was prograde the first time, then retrograde, and now prograde again. So you're going through that pattern with your Venus placement for the third time now. So it's still kind of like, retrograde. It's still going through another pattern. But this whole entire time, you know who has been forward? Mars, your solar plexus chakra, the motivator, the doer. What have you been doing with it? You just focused on the retrogrades that you ain't been doing shit? Oh, all right. We still in the same spot we was in last year. Let's look at last year. Where was we at? Now look in the mirror. Where we at? What are we doing? And if you deserve to pat yourself on the back, pat yourself on the motherfucking back. But if you don't, you better put that motherfucking hand down and do some work, bro. Pay attention. A lot of us have been covering up our shitty ass activities because we know some new vocabulary. And I love it here with Saturn. Saturn and Karma sitting in Pisces doing the thug thistle. I hope they get the rest of you dusty ass motherfuckers out here talking about something. I got millions of followers. Y'all been making money off of all these people all these years, and y'all ain't do shit. Y'all ain't do shit, and your followers ain't doing shit. Look at their followers. Their followers don't do shit. What do their followers be doing? Except for following. I follow you, I listen to everything you do. What are they doing? Shit. They're doing shit. What are they being motivated to do besides buy his shit? That's for a lot of these people. They just out here being motivated to just buy their shit and follow them around and buy more of their shit. And that's dope. That's dope. I'm not mad at that. That's dope. That's how you play the motherfucking game if you try to play these motherfucking sheep. If I really wanted to play with y'all, I could play with y'all. But my soul won't let me. My karma is in a very close place. I don't play around with karma. I don't want to play with y'all. But I could. Y'all make it so easy. Y'all love to be controlled. Y'all love to be told what to do. And y'all secretly love racism. And y'all love all the oppression because it gives you something to complain about. It gives you something to bond over. Because you can't fathom bonding with other people outside of trauma and drama. To bond with somebody with positive energy and stuff like that, the first thing out of man's mouth is he gay? Like, y'all is so fucking weird, bro. Y'all is so fucking weird. So fucking weird. Why you gotta be gay to bond over some positive shit? Why I gotta be gay to love you? Why I gotta be on you or weird or whatever to want to hug you and bond over you with some building and positive shit? Pay attention to the leaders and their marketing strategies. A lot of them they know that y'all addicted to trauma bonding. So that's their marketing tactic. The bombs are coming tomorrow. America's doing this. The Federal Reserve note. BRICS. What about the other countries? They make sure they hook you in with some trauma. I want to hook you in with the trauma because I know that's what y'all secretly love. Y'all love the trauma. Y'all love the oppression. Y'all love the slavery. So I'm going to hook you with it. And then now come buy my shit. Because my shit is going to save you. Hop onto my ship. Sign up. Subscribe. And y'all be subscribing ass motherfuckers. Can't wait to tell the next person, I subscribe to this group over here. Because they was talking about how they going to get rid of racism together. And they've been out here for like 15 years and still ain't do it yet. I'm like, okay. Okay. Y'all mad funny. Yeah, they're good for over sexualizing their market. And I love how they do it now because they're like, oh, Chakra Bars is a good one. I've been stopped following him. I stopped following him a few years ago because I was like, bro, all this shit going on and you want to talk about some motherfucking elephants? I'm like, bro, kiss my ass. I don't want to talk about no motherfucking elephants, bro. The fuck? Fuck out of here. Like, bro, you really be fucking being a whore on Instagram for some motherfucking elephants, bro. Like, come on now. But it works though. It works. It works. And I already see in my head the kind of women that's watching him. Like, oh, watching him eat the fruit. I love to follow him. Oh, like, bro. I already see the kind of women that's following behind him. They women that don't got shit going on for themselves. They know they never have a chance. He fulfilling a fantasy. Fulfilling a fantasy. They know they ain't never gonna get a man built like that in their actual life. So they oogling over this nigga on fucking Instagram. He know who his target audience is. It's bitches with low self-esteem. It's women with low fucking self-esteem. Elephants and fruits. That's what elephants eat. Motherfucking fruit. He targeting bitches with low self-esteem, bro, on Instagram. Like, you could go, like, if you want to really flex on your low self-esteem, you can go to the strip club. You can go to the you can go call an escort. You on Instagram watching a nigga eat fruit? Stop playing with me. Dr. Umar, he be making up the jokes to cloud over all the shit that he was chatting about because he don't want to be transparent. A lot of leaders don't like to be transparent. They got this perfectionist shit because they want you to follow. They don't want you to expand. See, I got people in my circle that's going to call me on my shit. Wanna know why? Because that's what I need. I need you to call me on my shit. I need you to see the different angles that I'm not showing because I need you to expand on me. Dr. Umar and motherfuckers like him, y'all so bent on y'all want to be the center. Y'all want to be center stage that you'll eradicate all formations of a community around you to really help you build what the fuck you trying to do. Just to show and prove that you're a leader and you could do it by yourself. All these motherfucking hands that Dr. Umar done shook, you mean to tell me that throughout all these years, all these hands that he done shook, he could not formulate a community amongst these hands to help him build that motherfucking school? Nah, that's ego, baby. That's ego. That's ego. That's the I want to do it by myself. I'm on my own throne type energy. And we know a lot of leaders like that. Y'all so built on looking like y'all by yourself and y'all on a throne by yourself. And ain't nobody trying to take over your household. Ain't nobody trying to take over your house. We're trying to help you expand. You said that you had energy for the community. You was trying to not only break generational curses in your family, but also amongst us as a race, as a community, as a tribe. If you said all those things, the fuck make you think you're going to do all that shit by yourself? You don't have the capacity, baby. But that's ego. Ego wants you to sit on that throne by your motherfucking self. Ego always has done this. Look at the different empires that we saw rise and fall because motherfuckers want to do shit by themselves. I want to be the only one on the throne. Ain't no round table over here. I'm in charge. Okay, motherfucker, go ahead and sit in charge and watch that shit fall down because you can only see but so much with your 2-3 eyes. And guess what? It's a whole bunch of blind spots. And instead of you having supporters there in your blind spot, you got people looking to take on your spot. Sitting in your blind spot instead. He don't follow nobody. That's ego. That's ego. All these hands you don't shook and you don't see nobody in your space to help you build what the fuck you trying to build. That's ego. That's dusty ass fucking ego at this point. This man just get money to talk and do what he do at this point. That's what's happening. And he only got followers, and that's all followers do is spend their money on your shit. And if they got it like that, this is why I'm not in the business of going into somebody else's paradigm and saying, hey, all y'all are fucking dumb. I'm not doing that shit. Y'all gonna see on your own that y'all doing stupid shit. And then some people see it and still won't do nothing about it. Like this man done got letters sent to him by the state of Pennsylvania telling him to stop talking about the school, stop doing this, stop doing that because it's fraudulent activity. He got state letters. You can look it up. I'm not making no shit up. This is all public information. It's right in front of your fucking face. And people still. So it just go to show you that no matter what other people do, if you walk around with your ego high enough, they can't make your tower crumble. I mean, look at America. All this shit we know about America and it still fucking exists. All this shit we know about all these countries. It's not just America, it's the whole UN. It's even the countries in fucking Africa. Those are colonist countries too. Y'all still think it was only white people on them slave ships? So you really fucking believe in only white people on the motherfucking slave ships? There was people of all color on the motherfucking ships. It wasn't just white people. Stop doing that white and black shit. It make you look dumb. You look so dumb. It was black people on the ship too, and they was enslaving our asses, and they was torturing our asses too. It wasn't no white and black shit. They trying to put a wool over your eyes about the tribal shit. Got us still thinking that skin folk is kinfolk when we done seen time and time again that's not motherfucking true, bro. That's not fucking true. They'll send somebody in the same skin outfit as you that'll lead you straight to hell. Straight to motherfucking hell, bro. And you'll let them because that's your people's. That's that we black. Look at how they play Obama, bro. We black. You see what his black ass did? Took everybody straight to motherfucking hell. So he went into countries. He went into African countries and stole hundreds of children before their eyes. But because his name is Barack Obama and he black, that shit, he got away with it. This nigga got away with stealing kids, bro. He got away with building whole islands. And because he hangs out with Jay-Z and Beyonce, him going to Cuba was cool. Meanwhile, as soon as he came back from Cuba, now niggas really looking for Asata. But he black. We all know where Asata is. She in fucking Cuba. We know where a lot of y'all are at. Y'all in Cuba. The niggas went to Cuba on purpose. They was the intel. They went to Cuba. They was scouting all our Black Panthers out and everybody, oh, y'all niggas want to hide in Cuba? Fine. We gonna send some niggas to Cuba. The niggas y'all love the most, the Obamas and the Carters. We gonna send these niggas to Cuba, had them taking some nice pictures and shit. Meanwhile, you dumb motherfuckers, y'all just think y'all outside shaking hands with skin folk. And now we got you. Now we got you. Man, they do the same thing with MLK. Like, they're gonna keep doing this shit. They don't give a fuck with how he marked it. They got pictures of him with Sukihana. Wanna know why? Because that nigga need a new target audience. And who follows Sukihana? He don't got, that's not his, that hasn't been his target market, her target market. It's not his target market, but guess what? Now it is. It's going to be a whole lot of influx on Dr. Umar. And then that's more people he ain't get a chance to scam yet. See, motherfuckers in this community already know. But motherfuckers in her community don't know this nigga yet. So now he has a new market to walk into with his same old bullshit. See how his Mars is straightforward even though everything else is in retrograde? That's how you play with the motherfucking planets. You hear me? But a lot of people don't want to stand on their own too. See, I'm not here to play with people. I don't want to take advantage of nobody. I don't want to play with nobody. I'm here for the unity. But if I really wanted to play with y'all, I could. Like the rest of these folks, they be playing with y'all under these stars and y'all really be with the shit. Y'all really be okay with it. And that is so crazy to me. The moon showed them the way the first fucking time. That's why I ain't following them motherfuckers. See, I don't follow nobody. And I'm damn sure not following them motherfucking more. Or more send you straight to hell. And that's where you belong at if you following them motherfuckers. These motherfuckers been out. Noble Drew Ali, God rest his soul, he had good intentions. I know he had good intentions. And I'm here for the intentions that he had. I'm not here for the rest of these motherfuckers. The rest of these motherfuckers is fucked up. Then, as soon as that man died, first of all, ain't nobody try to get justice off this man's death. Do y'all know how this man even fucking died? Because everybody is too busy fighting over. Oh, that just made my glasses even worse. Because everybody is too busy fighting over who's the real temple and who's the real this and who's the real that. But nobody is trying to get justice for this man's death. He was beat by the motherfucking police. They was investigating for him for that, and it, like I said, this is public information. Y'all can go find it yourselves. I'm not telling y'all no lies. I don't get paid for that shit. But anyway, They beat his ass. They dropped him off in his crib. He died in his living room a couple days later. He had some internal bleeding and some internal bruises. So where the fuck was the health care? That's one. And the police beat his ass. And nobody out here screaming justice for Noble Drew Ali. Justice. No. That's not what these motherfuckers are screaming. They trying to get y'all money so that they can so they could go be in fucking Japan. This nigga is giving y'all United States of America UCC codes from his computer while he in fucking Japan. And y'all really be following this motherfucker. Yo, let me tell you, I can really play with y'all under these planets. The way y'all be letting these motherfuckers play in y'all face is so crazy. It's so motherfucking crazy, bro. These niggas really be out here arguing about who's the first temple. Who's the first temple? What temple came first? That's the true temple. I still got the ladybug over here, so she's still with the shit. She's still listening to my bullshit. That mean I ain't telling no motherfucking lies. Otherwise, she would have been dipped. Okay, but like y'all, these motherfuckers, they. That's how I'm like, bro. Y'all really believe it was just white people on the boat? It wasn't just white people on the boat. These niggas were driving the motherfucking boat. These niggas created all of the maps and shit. And they was over here trying to get our maps. But the Turtle Island maps have always been hidden. The Olmecs knew what the fuck it was. The Olmecs are written in the Bible. We talked about it. Oh, yeah, we didn't never get a chance to talk about that because we never got to that episode, the Mobites to Niggas episode. But, yeah, the Olmecs, all of them over here in South America, North America, they already knew. Them motherfuckers over there ain't shit, bro. And they all move on the same type time. And you see that. You see it. Don't tell me you don't see it. Do you not see it? These motherfuckers move exactly the same way as the Europeans, but because their skin is darker, it's supposed to be cool. It's not fucking cool, bro. They're capitalists too. They fucking sweaty fucking capitalists too, bro. They still got slavery over there. They still enslaving each other. They still shipping women and children everywhere. So while we over here clapping for Brother Polite, we need to be over there on their asses too, bro. They still doing this shit. They can't wait to shake the hands with the next European and Asian man. Wanna know why? Because they resonate more with them over there. And then they want us to, oh yeah, it's the year of the return. Come back over here. No, fuck y'all, bro. I know what the fuck this is. Y'all keep trying to remove us from our land. Just like you brought the white people and them Asian people over here because y'all couldn't get our maps. And then y'all brought y'all asses over here thinking, oh, well, we look the same color as y'all. That makes it okay. It doesn't make it fucking okay. You still not going to get our shit. You're still not going to get our shit. We're not going to play that brother and sister bullshit until it's okay to play that brother and sister bullshit. I'm not a Pan-African either because I know y'all a whole different motherfucking tribe. Every last fucking country over there is a whole different fucking tribe. And they've been trying to come over here and do nut shit since the beginning, since the Olmecs and the Mayans and all of them. And now they got us. They got us with the fucking year to return and you're gone. Oh, yeah, they be trying to get us with the DNA test. Like, oh, yeah, you took a DNA test. You're from over here. Like, nigga, fuck y'all. We know exactly what y'all doing. South America, first of all, America, North America and South America is just as fucking beautiful as Africa. The only thing that's different that might captivate your minds and souls is the social constructs over there. And that's because their social contracts are allowed to go on over there, how they've been going on over there, because they shake hands with the Asians and the Europeans that allow them to go on like that. We at war over here. That's what y'all not paying attention. Y'all too busy trying to be on everybody's fucking boat, trying to be everybody's fucking friend. They not our fucking friends, bro. We at war over here. That's why they get to do that shit over there like that. They got contracts that allow them to do that shit over there. The G people, yes, you're right. You're right, sis. We got to do an episode on that. We gotta figure out how the whole next Virgo Virgin talk season gonna pan out and shit like that. The colonizers did create the DNA service. Why do you think that they always telling you that you from somewhere in Africa? That's the same shit they did with like Libya, Liberia, or whatever the fuck. Oh, everybody just go back to that country because that's where we got you from. Are they gonna buy it? Do they really think that they? Because we made sure that it was black. We made sure that everybody in charge over there looked black, looked like them, and everything else like that. Did you mix up some of the genotype? Did you throw some light skinned people in there too? Okay, okay. If the visuals look real nice, don't this look black? It's not black enough for you. The black people are also in the government, though. We allowed it to be. You don't want to go over there? No, bitch, because this is my motherfucking land. What are you talking about? What? What? No, I'm not. I'm going to be buried here just like the millions of other generations before me was buried over here. We trees over here. So they got the DNA test or whatever. They got you thinking you from a whole bunch of other places, but from where you from. But have you noticed that none of them DNA tests tell you what tribe you from? What native tribe you from? There's no native energy on any of these tests. They've completely separated you from native tribes. Completely. In fact, they're trying to give off the narrative now that native tribes are going extinct because they stopped making them $5 Indians. They don't have any more in stock. So because they don't have any more in stock, they're not in a space to keep making them. Now all of a sudden they're going extinct and there's no more Native Americans anymore. There's no more tribes. Okay. Okay. I ain't no follower. I never been a follower. And that's why people don't fuck with me now. That's why everybody think I'm crazy. Because I've never been a follower. I have no intentions on being a follower. And I'm not going to start today. I'm not going to start tomorrow. I'm not going to start because 1,000 of y'all decide to go with this and 100 of y'all decide to go. Shit, listen, I've been through battles with my own motherfucking parents because I'm not a follower. And they wanted me to go somewhere and do something that I wasn't with. So I've been through the worst battles in this realm of not being a follower. I'm good off of the social media peer pressure. Listen, I defeated all of that. I've risen above all of that. All these motherfuckers out here is lying. They don't want you to be connected to your land. They don't want you to be connected to your roots or your history. They get a lot off of that. I will suggest not following, aligning with Dane Holloway and expanding off of his knowledge because he does give a lot of knowledge off of us being natives by him sharing his personal story. See, this is a man that's doing the work, doing the history, doing the historic work and stuff like that, his lineage, and he's sharing it with you. He's not sharing it with you for you to follow him and just mirror what he's doing. He's sharing it with you to inspire you to expound and say, oh, well, I did my lineage work and found out we're from this tribe. And it just so happens that my tribe has a treaty with your tribe and we have this historic tribal and we bring that. That's how you do it. You don't do it by just saying, oh, I follow Dave, how whatever the fuck. And I agree with everything he's saying. It's just so smart. And I'm going to share all his posts. That's useless. That's useless. That's not how we grow. That's not how we expand. That's being a follower and asking more people to follow. And we're not here to follow. We're here to expand. You're here to be inspired. By watching Dane Holloway, I was inspired to pay more. I'm actually talking to certain people in my family so I can get certain information. And no, I'm not having a good time, but it is what it is. I gotta do the work. I gotta know. I gotta bring some things forward. You know, some people got some information they think is useless information, just like you got some family members that got acres upon acres of land and they think it's useless because they are addicted to the industrialism. They don't know how to live off the land, but you do. And so since you do, go get that land, bro. Go get that land, sis. Go get all that shit that they think is useless. We know how to use it. You know what I'm saying? That's how you expand. All right, that's my Wednesday message for y'all. I had my 90 minutes. I was trying to make that shit stretch. I was running out of stuff. And nobody asked for a reading. But yes, that's my 90 minutes on this Wednesday. If you just tuning in, go ahead and rewind yourself to the back and listen to me rant for 90 minutes. But this is a good message. I enjoyed this message. I appreciate this message. I got a little shroom in my system, so y'all got a little sagey message with it. So peace, y'all. Ah. Heh. Maybe I. I'm gonna see y'all on Zenurgy. I think I'm gonna be on another podcast in a few minutes anyway. Peace, peace.